Good. What's up, fuckers? Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't actually start the career mode. I loaded the game, but not the... Loading the game to the main menu takes about 5 seconds. Loading the game into the actual career mode save takes a little longer than that, but that's okay. We'll survive. I'd intended on doing that before I started the stream. I didn't even... I walked back in, like, ready to start, and didn't even notice that I hadn't actually started the save. Oh well. It's only Utah, so it shouldn't take very long to start. The objective for today, or for this morning, this early afternoon, the first stream of the day, let's put it that way. The aim is to build up 2 nice drag cars. Now there's one that I've already mostly done. That is my dirt drag car. Off stream last night before I went to bed, I was like, fuck it, let me do some more messing around, and so I did. It's not exactly easy to drive. It's, yeah, it has a habit of going sideways down the drag strip. However, it is very quick. It does sub 4-second runs at the dirt drag strip. It's in the like high 3-second range. And it's hard to do those times. Generally I'm running sort of 4 low 4s. But with a good run, you keep it straight, you can do a sub 4-second time. So these are the 2 cars we're working with. And as you can see, this has had there's been some changes. I swapped out the giant off-road rear tires for these like sand paddle drag tires, which seem to do the trick. We've put some real thin drag like front wheels on. These are technically drag tires, but I've changed the appearance so that they look like just like off-road tires. Or cripple radials, I think they're supposed to, whatever they are. I think they're all terrains. I've chucked on some Akudai aftermarket headlights. We've got a bash bar at the front instead of a bumper. No rear bumper. In the back, of course, there's the same 8.1 litre. Okay, same 8.1 litre V8 we had from before. It's got a drag wing, and we've got a roll cage, some netting on the windows. Nothing too crazy. But it is... Whoa! I swear... Like, I swear occasionally I'll be driving an automatic car, and I'll press the brake, and it will accelerate. And I know I'm pressing the brake because the brake is infinitely stiffer than the accelerator. There's no way to get that confused. And like, if I press the accelerator by mistake, I would know that. You know, it wouldn't be like, what, I'm pressing the brake and it's not slowing down. I'd be like, oh shit, I pressed the accelerator. Anyway, best time, 391. So let's give it a go then, I suppose. Wanna revs up. There it goes. Oh, see what I mean? This thing is brutal. I had to let off there and we did a 440. Whew. But I do struggle with this because it's I don't know if it's just this car in particular, but once it starts to build up the speed, it really just wants to kick the arse end out. I don't know why this track isn't like flat. Like, I understand it's a dirt drag, but you would think it could still be flat. I mean, the mud drags are flat. Oh, I didn't mean to start. Also, I don't know if it's just this car, but the wheel is really like shaky and clunky. Like, we'll see back on it in this. Like, you hearing that shit? Why does it keeps turning the handbrake off? I feel like that, like, why it genuinely like just keeps turning off the handbrake for no reason. I feel like the accelerator is like sticking or something, like presses itself. It really fucks me up. Alright, let's line this bad boy up again, please. Okay. A 413. So, honestly, we're better off. It feels like we're better off if we don't, like, completely send it the whole way down. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a third person so I can kind of judge how the car's... See how the car's reacting a little bit easier. Alright. Oh, don't! 410. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think we're actually better off. I think it just makes too much power. I think we're better off, like, not going full throttle with it. It seems to be better. And I think maybe if we were able to full send it and still... if we're able to full send it and still control it, that would be better, obviously. But... I think being able to control it leads to a faster pass than just going quicker. Oh, that was good. That was good. A 4-3. All right. See, that was good, but we were a little lax on the throttle till further down. It does seem to hook in. I think maybe it's just, maybe we're losing traction at the start. And I think what's probably happening is we're losing traction at start. And then the wheels don't get a chance to, like, grip back up again. So we kind of need to find that point, I think, where we can just be on the limit of the grip at the launch. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. So you can full... Oh, 386! Alright. I think it probably didn't help that I was doing this when I was... It was really late last night. I was really tired. And I wanted to do it. So, okay. 386. We made 9 grand for that pass. That's not bad. This thing is so loud. It's just on the dirt. I'm not sure what it is, but this wheel, like, really, like, rattles. It doesn't normally rattle like that. Stop it! Alright, let's see how quick we can go this time. Oh, that wasn't great. 421. And we've bent something. Doesn't... Hold on, let me get somewhere, straighten it up. Ah, yes. We bent the wheel that sticks out. Who would have guessed? But no, this does feel a lot better. It's tricky to drive. You're not gonna get a perfect run every time. I mean, I'm not, I should say. But no, I like it. And it's quick. 386, I'm happy with that. That is a quick dirt drag car. I've not really seen many other people do it, but as far as two-wheel drive dirt drag cars go, that's got to be up there. That's got to be way up there. Oh, I love it. It goes rogue. There we go. All right, so I think we can probably leave that for now. I think what we maybe want to do is paint it. I think cosmetically it's basically done. We just need to chuck some paint on it and call it a day. I don't know what color I want to make it though. White's a bit boring. Sea blue. I don't know if I want to go with just a solid color. I do like this brilliant blue, actually. Hmm. Navy blue, royal blue. There's a lot of blues. Ooh, aquamarine is a nice color for it. Hang on, let's go back. Let's see what paint designs we've got. There might be some nice liveries. Custom two-tone? No. Driving school? No. Actually, that would be kind of funny, but it doesn't really... It looks like it doesn't quite fit. It says driving school. I don't want the driving school car. Perhaps we could have F1 special. What does that mean? What does that do? F1 special factory graphics? Like the stripe? Maybe? I don't know. The GTZ factory graphics. Whoa, I didn't mean to get in the car. Okay, I don't know what that changes. The rally one. I think I need to change. I think these colors are changed. Like you can change them. I don't mind the rally livery. It's not too bad. Oh, Technica. Why? There's nothing here. I assume I have to change one of like secondary colors or something. Selector livery. Yeah, nah, it's the event ruins it. Two-tone. Nope. 24 hours of lemons. Wait. What the hell? Kanjo. No good racing. Okay, I could probably get behind some of this, maybe. Type S. Ooh, WRS. WRC. Nah. Don't know about that, actually. I could probably get behind this one, though. Let's have a look at what the colors do. Painting. Red. Not red. I mean, it doesn't look bad in red, actually, to be honest. Maybe I do make it red. Now I don't know what to do. Oh, what was I going to do before? Aquamarine? That looks good too, and then I assume paint 2 changes this, yeah. Ooh, I do like the blue and yellow combination. The spoon livery combination. Bye-bye, police. Well, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, this kind of ruins it for me. This does kind of ruin it for me. So we'll keep the colors. And then what other paint designs are there? Do these actually... Ah, there we go. Elysian Special Edition. Like, stripes. Well, that's fucking boring. F1 Special. That's boring. Give me something better. Gambler 500. Okay, not that. Rally livery. Ooh, what have they done to it? Why's the yellow all... Why's the yellow, like, brown? I don't like that. You've ruined it. The Kudai livery. I feel like that should be the other way around. In terms of... Oh, is it? It's, I see. I think there's 3 colors in this, actually. I'm not so sure about this, like, tear... I don't know. Not on this car. Tim's livery? Ooh. Tim's. I want a Jim's livery. I want it to say Jim's mowing on the side. You know, what am I looking for? Selector. This one. Ah, okay. This one I can probably get behind. And I feel like this is giving me dirt vibes. Yeah, that's alright. That's better. This is the one to go with, I think. Cool. Alright, well that's finished then. So that is the complete dirt drag car. You can do a 3.86 second pass. You love to see it. Shall we hop in the regular drag car? This is just a stock standard Bastion Sport GT 6.5, I think, but it is the coupe version, and it's all-wheel drive. But I've put some slightly stickier tires on it, same wheels, but slightly stickier tires, and I mean, as you could probably tell, it's not a regular Bastion. We've slapped the Dorian Bastion boot, which changes the headlights, with the taillights rather, and the full front end conversion. There are slightly different taillights available, but to get those without having a hole in the body, you need to literally pick a whole new unibody. And then I couldn't have the coupe, you know, so it's a bit of give and take. Right. I've already done a run in this. It was like 12:15 or something like that. But I'm going to put it in four-wheel drive. Oh, yeah, all-wheel drive with the traction disabled. And we're going to try it this time. Come on. Come on. Oh, wait. There it is. Shit. I was a little late there. And normally do it like this. A 12.2. Alright, so it's faster when you're not in comfort mode. Noted. Also, the brakes are insane. I don't know what that's about. It's got ABS too. It just really locks the wheels up. Like, even at low speeds. Like, I mean, we're doing nearly 100 kilometers an hour, but still. Like, it just doesn't... It's really aggressive. They don't need to be that strong. Alright. Oh, yeah, I should probably have... What am I doing? Going the wrong way. Should probably have pointed out, I also bought this airstrip garage because I was getting sick of driving my dirt drag car back and forth from the slop gear garage to here. So instead, I bought this. So I can just work on my cars right next to the drag strip. And I figured because there's an actual drag strip here too, that we may as well build our standard drag car here as well. So that being said, let's jump into the part customization, I suppose. Now here's the thing. I don't want to go too crazy with this. I want this to be like still a street car at the end of the day. And in my head, I'm thinking about this like this was meant to be like my daily car. So I don't want to do anything crazy. We're not doing engine swaps. We're limiting like major engine work. Gonna try and do more bolt-on stuff. And we're not gonna go with any ridiculous tires. I'm gonna try and keep the wheels that are on it, to be honest with you, because it does have a lot of grip, and all-wheel drive. And worst case, I could probably, I mean, I don't know, I like the look of it with the square setup. I don't really want to put big drag radials on the back and ruin that aesthetic, but we'll see. We'll see. So what are we doing here? God. What am I looking for? Engine. So what can we do? The intake, the high flow intake, or 45 shaker intake. Does that like stick through the hood? It does. Do I need a shaker hood for that? I imagine I would. I don't know if I really like that look. It's not horrible, but Dorian intake. Now does the Dorian intake, is that better than the high flow intake? I don't know. I could also just go with twin turbos or a Stage 4 Shaker Super Sport Supercharger. That stick through the... Ah, yeah, okay, it's got that thing. I don't want that. So what? Twin charged? Jesus. That's too much. And stage 4 twin turbos with boost by gear is probably also too much. But then maybe I want boost by gear so I can not overload the tires on the launch and then... But do I want to put an $18,000 turbo setup in what's meant to be like a... No, see, I think that's defeating the purpose. It's supposed to be a relatively reasonable car for what it is. And I think stage 4 twin turbos, as much as I want boost by gear, I don't think that's worth it. What's the difference between the stage 1 turbos and the stage 1 aftermarket turbos? Well, I assume the aftermarket ones are better, but what? There isn't a turbo V8 version of this car anyway, so where are these non-aftermarket ones from? Well, some mod, I guess, but see, I guess for now let's do this in stages. You know, for now we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. What's what I'm looking for here? Naturally aspirated. Jesus, we're going to keep it naturally aspirated. So we'll go the high flow intake. I'm going to assume that it's more because it's more expensive than the Dorian one that it's better. You never know, but I'm just going to hope. So we'll keep it NA for now. So yeah, it's the 6.5 liter V8. We will put... Alright. Stage 2 performance long block. Nothing crazy. You know, nothing insane. Or even... Maybe even the... You know what? Maybe we just stick with the stage 1. If we're sticking NA. We'll keep in mind how much these upgrades cost us to do, and we'll try and make that much through drag racing before we spend any more. A Super Sport ECU, drag pack ECU. I think that's intended for the ones that have superchargers. So maybe the Super Sport ECU is the way to go. I mean, that sounds like an upgrade over a Sport ECU. We'll keep the engine mounts the same for now. Exhaust manifolds. Keep it the same as NA for now. Exhaust pipes. Coupe Sport mufflers. Coupe Race Quad exit exhaust. Hang on, let's head around the back. I want to see what these look like, because that's an important part of my decision here. Obviously. Performance exhaust mufflers chrome. What the hell are we doing? Oh, we need the coupe ones, don't we? Coupe quad exits exhaust mufflers. Do I want the quads? I kind of like these ones. To be honest, the ones it already has. I kind of prefer those. Yeah, and that doesn't work without the right. The Dorian ones are way too long. Yeah, and I don't want those anyway. Okay, so we're just keeping the stock exhaust on, I suppose. Boring. I'm doing a whole lot. I'll tell you what we'll do. New intake manifold, stage 1 performance long block, which in my head is just like, you know, maybe some fresh bearings and some like a head, like a port and polish of the head. I imagine that's not like a full-on rebuild. Like, I feel like stage 2, that might be the point where you start replacing conrods and pistons and shit like that. So, I think, for my purposes, stage 1 is the way to go. Now, race tab injection. Okay, because we can do something pretty cool here, actually, which is injection package. We can run this bitch on E85, which I like the sound of. That sounds like a good idea to me. We can also add nitrous later. That's a thing we can do. Cool. So, let's pop the bonnet. Let's pop the hood. So, we have 6.5 liter V8, high flow intake. We've got stage 1 performance long block and E85 conversion. Now, hopefully, well, I know that that will translate to a faster time than the 12.0 something that we did. 12.0 quarter mile, which is pretty good for a stock car on, well, stock apart from some nicer tires. But not much had been done to it. Oh, and I suppose I put a carbon fiber, fucking carbon fiber something. I should probably replace the doors with carbon fiber, actually. I think it was the fenders that I replaced with carbon fiber. So I guess it's a little bit lighter. Why am I lining up for the dirt drag? That's not the right one. Alright, let's see how this goes. Put it in four-wheel drive, ESC off. Why am I driving like way up to the lights? That's too far, right? I'm stupid. There we go. Went way past it. Alright, come on. There it is. Are we staged? What's going on? Are we gonna... Okay. I guess we're not. I broke the stage. I broke the lights. Let's try this again. Can't be this hard. We're up to the laser thing. Oh! There we go. Alright, doesn't feel hugely faster to me. But I'll let the board of the ends be the judge of that. Okay, 11:47 out of 1. Why? The brakes lock up just at a touch, just at a dab of brakes, and they say, all right, time to lock up. Time to completely lock the wheels. Don't let them move. Like, I don't think that's necessary. I really don't. Alright, let's try this again. See if we can beat an 11:47. I think my reaction time was pretty poor. But I don't know if reaction time actually factors into the overall time. Alright, there it is. It wasn't great then either. I feel like I could change gears faster for an automatic. 11:50. What are we doing, car? Please don't kill me. Dude, I'm doing 30 miles an hour and it still tries to kill me. What is this? Brakes on this thing are brutal. Genuine death trap. Alright, 2 runs, so this is now an 11:5. So we took half a second off. Which we're gonna have to do better than that. We're gonna have to do better than that. So let's head back and see what else we can throw at it. There's no worries with grip right now. So we can just keep throwing power at it for the time being. Because I would like to be in the 10-second range. I want this to be a 10 or even a 9-second car would be nice. If I can get this into the 9s without it being completely insane. But I will accept a low 10-second car. You know, like under 10.5s. So let's slap heavy-duty engine mounts in it. And... excuse me. Now, do we go with the supercharger? I feel like we go with the supercharger. Stage 2 supercharger. Now, can I see that? Let me... oh. Okay, my mouse has gone right. My mouse has gone rogue again. I need to get... I don't know. I need to actually figure out if it's the keyboard itself. Which I assume it is, because it's shitty. But it... you never know. Could also be... can I not just Can I just open? Can I just... There we go. I don't know, it could also be a software issue or something on my end. Okay, sweet. Nice big supercharger on top. Love to see it. I think a stage 2 is probably... Like, I think that's... That's, yeah, that should be fine. I don't think that's too much. Transmission. Leave that. Okay. All fine. Alright, I guess we'll leave that as is. Yeah, so we've added a stage 2 supercharger. That should make a pretty big difference. And what we will also do is just ramp up this duty cycle. Like 45%. Make it considerably worse on fuel. But it should be a lot. That should be making more power. Jump in. Excuse me. I want to see actually if there's like a UI app that shows me the power output of the car. So that I can kind of use that. Powertrain loss debug? I want something a little bit simpler. Do I dare go onto the mods page and look for a... I need like... I search power. And if I... Categories... Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Just those. Search. Well, not these. Just user interface apps. Oh, this is, I think this is what I want. I think this is the one that gets used. I don't know. I've seen a couple of people playing this overhaul mod who have this exact setup showing on their screen. What I would like, UI apps, add power. Where's the one that I just downloaded? What's it called? Where the hell did it go? Gameplay? Nope. Debug? Is it this one? Powertrain loss? No. Okay. Guess I'll just cry and not know how much power my car makes rather. I assume that I've got to like reload the game or something for that UI app to show up. Okay. Let's line it up again. So we're now supercharged. It's heavy duty engine mounts, and also we've turned up the E85 duty cycle, so we're getting more of it. In my head, that's to compensate for the supercharger now. Ooh. I think there was a little bit of wheel spin there, but it still grips up. We broke it. Shit. Well, I'm pretty sure that we can just go like this and then go tuning, and that's fixed. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say the fact that we were doing an 11-second, we did an 11-second basically flat after blowing up the engine like 100 meters from the finish line. I'd say that we probably just get away with a stage 1 supercharger, mayhaps. You know, I'm thinking potentially, and then maybe Maybe we set... but do I keep them? If we need to, we can pull the rear seats out, lose a little bit of weight. But I don't think that'll make a huge difference, to be honest. Given how heavy this car is. No texture. Oh, it's back. Alright. So, we've blown up one engine. Not too bad. We've at least got a few runs in before we did it. So, we're now running just stage 1 supercharger instead of the stage 2. And hopefully, that'll keep us from blowing anything up. Oop. If not, we might just have to think about upgrading to stage 2 engine block. Or potentially just like a heavy duty one rather than a performance one. Ooh, 10-4. Alright. I'm happy with that. $3,800 for one pass. If we do like 10 passes, we'll have made back our money for most of the mods. If not all of them. Oh, actually, no, I lied, because that'll be double what we'll get for these next ones, seeing as these won't be new best times, most likely. What I should have been doing is like letting off and like only just beating my time each time. Ooh, hold on. Steering wheel. Oh, very nice. How do you find it? That was a good launch. That was a good launch. Reaction time was on point there. This might be a new best, actually. There it is. Told ya. A 10:26. We're actually quite a bit faster. 10:26 at 1:37. Game exchange. Very nice. Sorry, I meant actually I should have clarified. I meant like how do you find it to use? Like, do you like it? Because I quite like this one, but I do notice in certain situations it is the force feedback can get very rattly, particularly on that little dirt drag strip. When I'm trying to line my car up and stuff, it's just very. It's not. I don't know, but then usually it's fine on asphalt stuff. It's pretty good, I find. Do you have issues with it, like decentering, like where the wheel will be like this, but it'll be inputting straight? 'Cause mine does that sometimes. Anytime I try and drift for an extended period of time, it happens. It annoys me. Okay. Oh, that was a bit slow on the reaction time. Got the revs up nice though. Yeah. I'm considering upgrading to not force feedback, a direct drive wheel at some point, but they're just so goddamn expensive. And I know it's probably not the best option, but I am eyeing up the Logitech direct drive wheel because I really like the button layout and the shape and everything, and I also like the fact that it's got the paddles on the back are essentially split into two separate paddles, each paddle is split into two, like a top and a bottom, because it's set up for like hand clutches for like open wheel race cars and stuff, which I couldn't care less about really, but in my head I was like, no way, I could use the top paddles as my gear changing, my geared paddles, but I could then use the bottom two as indicators, so I could actually indicate in game. Which in Beam you don't really need to do, but I feel like it would just add so much to it would just make it so much more, like, true to life. So that's where my brain went. I'm not sure how good it would be though, and I'm not sure if it's particularly good value compared to other force feedback wheels. But then I'm quite picky with, I will pay more to get one that is a layout that I prefer or has more buttons or whatever. 10:31. Do a few more runs just for the sake of making up some of the money that we spent. Maybe we can do one on 2-wheel drive. See how that goes. Probably terribly, I would imagine. I'm gonna have to be more careful with this. I have to actually pay attention. Come on. You got it. You got it. Alright. Here it is in rear-wheel drive. That actually grips up not bad. I think I let off a little too much on the launch. 1075. It's pretty much like, it's not quite there, but it's within like a quarter of a second or half a second at most of the times it's running 4-wheel drive, and that wasn't a great launch either. So pretty impressive. I'm not sure why the engine icon is orange on the damage app. No, I don't think that's visible on the stream because it's vertical, but yeah, that is kind of concerning. It makes me think that I'm eventually going to destroy the engine with over torque damage. Alright, do 3 more, I reckon, and then... And I think we'll be, I think that's... I thought I went too far, and... Okay, you basically can just send it. I don't really need to modulate the throttle all that much. I was worried it was gonna like kick the arse end out. Oh, but we actually as long as we don't hit the wall. Yeah, the brakes in this car are actually like, it's basically like a suicide button. You press them and then the wheels lock up and you are killed. But yeah, anyway, I was gonna say that launch we did there where it was full throttle was actually worse than the one where I really let off towards the top of first gear. So interesting. I think I'll do these last 2 runs in rear-wheel drive as well, just for funsies. Also, it means I can do that when I get to the end of the drag strip. Roll, 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 roll. Stop. Okay. Ah, you stupid automatic gearbox. I had my foot not all the way flat because I wanted to try and get it to hook the whole way. And it went, you're not flooring it. You must want 2nd gear. No, I don't. That's why I'm in sports mode. That's why the gearbox is in sport. Stupid gearbox. That's kind of one thing I wish you could do is like tune the either tune or like get different transmission like, I don't know if ECU is the right word. It's definitely not, because ECU stands for engine control unit or something like that. So it's the E in ECU stands for engine, so it's definitely not that. But I don't know, what, TCU, a transmission control thing? Because I know that there's, with modern cars, like I know a lot of German cars like Yaris and Golfs and shit, you can flash the gearbox in them so that they change gear more like aggressively or faster or whatever. And I feel like that would be something cool to replicate in this game. Ugh. That being said though, I feel like I was 1075, not bad. I feel like I was was that meant to be the last run, or am I doing one more? Who knows? Oh god. I'll do one more, just in case. There we go, lovely. I quite like this car, actually. Good to drive. I don't like the brakes, though. As we've established. A little more. There it is. What do you mean? You mean outside of the repo or outside of the... Because there's an... I mean, I download all my mods from the repo, mostly. There's a few that come from the forum and stuff. Like the RLS career overhaul mod comes from the forum, and that's the main thing I'm using. That's why I'm able to do, you know, make money drag racing and stuff like that. Outside of repo. Outside of repo, really only ever download stuff from the forum, the BeamNG forum, or very, very occasionally, I will download something from an external website, because you aren't allowed to... Actually, no, that's a lie. No, you can upload real car mods to the forums, just not to the, I think, just not to the repo. But I was going to say, the only exception to that rule might be that I have a Porsche Carrera GT mod, and I don't know if that came from the forum. It might have come from somewhere else. But it's a cool mod, though. Alright. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That is a pretty nice, quick too, drag car. I think we're going to do one last thing to it before we move on. But as far as street drag cars go, I think that's about as good as it gets. Minus one thing, which I will show you now. Engine. We picked that race tab injection, but that still allows us on top of the E85 to also add Nitrous, which we will. So we'll chuck in 20-pound nitrous oxide bottle. Excuse me. And we'll do a 100 kilowatt shot of nitrous. Because I don't... Oh, maybe a 50 kilowatt shot. Let's try the 50 kilowatt shot, because I don't want to blow it up. Because it blew up with a stage 2 supercharger. So the only leeway we have for, you know, like, all we have to do to blow it up is make the difference in power between a stage 1 and 2 supercharger. Because somewhere between the difference in those two is the torque that makes our engine explode. I have a feeling a 50 shot of nitrous might actually do the trick and blow us up, but we'll see. Only get mods. I see. Is there any reason for that? I mean, there's a lot of good mods on the repo. We'll come back in for the 100 shot if it doesn't... We'll come back for the shot of for the 100 shot of nitrous if it doesn't blow the welds on the intake, of course. Shout out Vin Diesel. Am I in fucking comfort mode? Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. Comfort mode. Appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, I'm pretty sure we waited out the timer now, so we can just head back. And what am I doing? What? I'm actually so brain dead. Back further. There. Yep. And then up to the lasers. Thank you. There it is. Oh, we're out of fuel. Oh, it says over torque risk. And no. Ah. We're also almost out of fuel. So, all right. I think maybe it's about time we also didn't. There's a few issues with that run. Is we're almost out of fuel, and we also didn't press the nitrous button, so nothing changed there. Also, I am getting the overtorque warning with this just this configuration, even without the... Yeah, this is a weak engine, dude. It can't even handle a stage... I guess we're also running a lot of E85, but still, didn't think it was making that much power. All right, where's the nearest petrol station? I'm gonna go there. Ugh. Why do you guys keep your petrol around here? Petrol. You guys have fucking fuel stations or what? Ah, wait. Gas station. There's 2. You've got 2. What is this piss take? Could you have more than 2 petrol stations? Or like, is that not... You don't do that. What the fuck? Which one is further away? I think it's the other one, so I guess we'll go to this one then. God, 1.7 kilometers. That's not too bad then. That should be fine. Mind you, I don't really know how this does on fuel. We have been full sending it though, so it probably is better on fuel than it's been to us. God, we've got 1 bar of petrol left on the gate, on the screen. Oh, God. Let's put it in comfort mode. See, this is what I want. I want a car that's nice, daily, you know, a nice daily, it's perfectly streetable. And I don't want to be too crazy on the fuel usage. Right? But then I want to be able to take it to the drag strip and run 9s, you know? That's what I'm looking for. And I want to have full interior and stuff as well and all that. Like, I want it to be full street car, you know? Daily drivable. Alright, how are we doing for fuel? Okay. I'm gonna drive like this, because this gives us... That gauge gives me a better idea of how much fuel I actually have than the one in the car. And I'm intimately aware of how, at what point that will go from showing fuel to having no fuel. Because I've run cars out of fuel so many fucking times. So, most of the like drag cars I build just eat fuel. They just eat it. Which I suppose is normal. But because of that, I've run out of fuel many times. So we could go another few kilometers on this fuel, dude. Whoa! At this rate. Wait, at least another 2. Yeah, as long as we don't start putting our foot down too much, we'll be chilling. Good day. I'd like to get some petrol, please. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and wait for 70 liters to be pumped into my tank. Oh, you know what, dude? I made some fucking food earlier in my air fryer. So maybe I'll have some of that. I'll utilize my time. Perfect. Look at that. Alright. Let's take it back. And we'll give it another run. Did I come from this way? Oh god, I've already got myself lost. I think I did. The hell, that's not on the map. That's Uncle's camper over there. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way. Let me follow this up, and there should be an airfield somewhere. I don't need the map for this. What are you doing? Why would you slow? You don't need to stop to make that turn, you absolute mong. What is that? Jesus Christ. Fuck him. Fuck him. I reckon we might need to upgrade the brakes on this thing, eh? Except, actually, no, that's not true at all, is it? Because the brakes always lock up. Yeah, okay. No, we don't need to upgrade the brakes. I just need to press the pedal harder. Just need to stop being a pussy, dude. Just really fucking... Just really stab that brake pedal. Really stomp the shit out of it. Let's try out a new braking technique. Alright, turns coming up. There it is. Fucking... Perfect. Look at that. Slowed down. Exquisite. Let's do a run with the damaged front, I reckon. That's what me thinks. Because, you know, fuck it, we ball. Nitrous on, please. That's not nitrous. Nitrous on, please. Thank you. Right, here we go, 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 here we go. Oh. One full send, please. Please don't blow up on me, engine. I'm praying, I'm begging, I'm pleading with you. Yes! A 1014. Not bad. Oh! Ooh! That was almost deadly. That just about killed me. Almost hit the timing, like the pole on the timer board thing, whatever that is. That could have ended me. That could have. These brakes. I don't know what I'm going to do about these brakes. They are just insane. Let me, let's check out the damage to the front. Ah, that's fine, dude. It's fine. Literally just to the bumper. I'm surprised. We really smacked that guy. But that's cool. I'm cool with that. Okay, even in all-wheel drive, it's still pretty, like, still really wants to kick the ass out. I imagine it's probably like a 70-30 split or something like that. Alright. That felt pretty good. Oh! And we broke the engine. Ah, 1096 with a broken engine. Ah! Alright, let's lock the wheels. Ah! 1096 with a blown engine is pretty good. You know what? I'll take that. I will take that to the bank. Alright, start back. Back to the airport hangar. Alright. Now, is it damaged enough that I need to actually repair it? Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, what the fuck? 12 grand? You off your head? What do we, I know I just blew up the engine, but like normally it doesn't actually charge me at all for that. It just, but I guess if you combine a blown engine with front end damage, then fuck you, I guess. All right. I guess I'll pay for it through insurance. I got an accident forgiveness, so I'll keep my 90 insurance score. So I'm very proud of that 90 insurance score. Tell you what, while we wait for that to come back, let's do a couple of runs in the dirt drag car. You know, why not? Why not? I'm surprised this thing actually seems to... no, I lie, actually. I was going to say, I'm surprised it holds on to its fuel a lot. Like, a lot better than the other car. But no. This thing uses just as much fuel. I think it just doesn't go as far. Because we're on the dirt drag. Alright, see if we can break 4 seconds. Let's do it from third person, why not? Okay, I started with... Ooh! Well, that's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? I'd say that's quite unfortunate, actually. Very disappointing. Well, I was going to kill some time while we waited for the other car to get fixed by driving this, and I immediately crashed it into a wall. So that's pretty cool. You love to see it. I also love to see when my keyboard and mouse go rogue. Yep, thanks. What can we do about this? Oh, if I just go... There we go, look at that. It's like it never happened. It's like it never happened. Tuning. Rear tire pressure. Whack that down to like 8. You know? Okay, can't do 8. 7.5 then. One firm. Let's try this one again. I forget that I can't launch this like flat. Like, I have to give it a little massaging in at the launch, and then you can go for it. Okay, well, the bastion's been repaired. Cool. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, a 396. Look at that. $3,706 for 4 seconds of work. I mean, doesn't get much better than that, does it? Rattly ass force feedback. It's just on the dirt. I don't know what that's about. Or like off-road in general, I guess. Not just dirt. Alright, here we go. 386 to beat. Oh, a 393. Oh, I really thought I had it there. I think I spun the wheels a little bit too much off the line. $3,800. Don't look too hard at the wheels or at the front wheels, or you'll notice that they are actually floating. They're not attached to the brakes and the axles. Don't worry about that. It's none of your concern. I'll have you know. Alright, let's do a first person run. Oh, it really snapped that time. 488, that was bad. Now I've got to do another first person run to redeem myself. Stay a little bit away from this wall. I think we were too close before. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. There it is. All right. That was good. That was good. Oh, that bump really, really gets you out of shape. 399. Just. We're in the 3 seconds. Just. Woo. Rattle, rattle. Let's back it up. It's good fun, that car. I quite like it. I'm glad that that's the car we chose as a dirt drag car. I'm enjoying it, even though it is kind of... It's not exactly easy to drive. I don't think any rear-wheel drive dirt drag car is going to be easy to drive at that speed. All right. Well, we've blown up our car and we fucked up the front bumper. Let's go part customization, all parts. As much as I didn't want to have to do this, I think this is pretty realistic though, you know. We're like, oh look, we're not going to invest too much money in the car, you know, not going to go too overboard. And then you blow the engine up and then you go, all right, fuck it. Fuck it. So we're going to put a stage 3 performance long block in there. Not stage 4. I think that's a bit much, but a stage 3. And we're going to go with the drag pack ECU. Even though we're running a smaller supercharger than I think the drag pack would run. Or maybe it does run the stage 2. Who knows? Who did that? Or do we do the red tail? Oh, apparently the Oh no, Super Sport is less. It's 11.99. Then the Red Tail's 7. I don't know. I feel like I want to do the drag pack ECU. Just because I think that just is added swag points. You know what I mean? Let's got the stage 1 supercharger. And we'll change this to a 100 kilowatt shot of nitrous. And while we're here, we'll also change the bottle because I'm pretty sure you need to buy a new one to refill it. So, and we've already used some of it. Alright, so another 15 grand spent on this car. Mainly 11 of that is on the stage 3 performance long block. Another 3 on drag pack ECU, and then another 600 bucks on the nitrous. Right, that shouldn't be too bad. I think I'll confirm that. And let's give this a little test run. Let's jump in this bad boy. Let's see if just putting the drag pack ECU in it has made much difference. We'll do a run without nitrous first. Fuck, it feels like it has, eh? Yeah, Jesus, 925. The drag pack ECU is definitely making a difference. Far out, alright. I've not really ever noticed much of a difference with ECUs in Beam, other than the fact that, you know, it might raise the rev limit or something. But yeah, I'll take that. A 925 with no nitrous. Just from the drag pack ECU paired with the... I guess we also are running now a stage 3 performance long block, which probably... But I don't think that... I think it does increase performance a bit, but I think it mainly increases your like strength, engine block strength. All right, let's give it another go this time. I reckon we're gonna hit the nitrous, and I reckon we're gonna be in the 8-second range for sure. Nitrous. Coolant overheating. What the hell? 927! Ah! Oh, okay. It's the goddamn brakes locking up every time. We did a little bit of bending to our bumper, but could be worse. Meant to be that much camber in the front? I think I did that. I didn't realize I added that much, goddamn. I've got to reduce that, what the hell? Or is that just, did I like collapse something just now? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna have to reduce that. You know what? Let's do it now. And then when we take it back to and open up the tuning menu, it should also fix up any crumplage we've done to the... oh, are you kidding me? What did I do to it? I mean, I ran it off the road and yeah, it's like 150 kilometers an hour, but still. Not be that bad. Like 1,500 bucks is a bit steep, you know? I can't repair it for free. Alright, tuning. We need to adjust something. This is too much. Because from above it looks fine, but then from lower down it looks a little bit too much. So let's just less camber. Like not, you know, not none, but just a little bit less. And then a little bit less offset. There we go. That's probably better. All right. The other thing I want to do in the tuning section is nitrous oxide minimum gear 1, minimum RPM 100. Apply. Because I think we kind of wasted our nitrous. In that it wasn't really used at a very good time. Made not much difference. What the hell is this? Alright, there we go. Ah! I jumped. Knew it was coming. I don't know why. Okay, try again. What the hell? What was that? Why did it just like change through all the gear? What was that? Why did it do that? Huh? Why is it doing that? This is an issue that I've had. This is an issue that I've had with cars when I use this race tab injection and then try to like put them in. Yeah, why is it doing that? As soon as it hits a certain, like it hits like 1500 RPM and goes, nah, I'm changing gears, bro. That really pisses me off. Alright, just come on. There we go. And I'm putting it in manual mode. What was that? Why? I am in full drive, right? Okay, good. Alright, oh, not reverse. Oh, dude, just tapping the brakes locks them up. Holy shit. I'm like barely touching the brakes and they lock up. What the fuck? We just destroyed the car. Okay. Look, terrible driving, I can accept that. But fuck. Alright, we have to repair forgiveness, I'll just do it like this. But the brakes are just locking instantly, and it's got grip. Like, I don't understand. The tires have got lots of grip. I don't know why they just lock up immediately. The brakes aren't that strong. Let's expedite repair, please. Yes. And then bring it back out. It's completely ruined. Tuning. Alright, I don't know what the problem with this is. It seems to adjusting the... Oh, howdy, Kevin. Were you here last night? I think you were. Pretty sure duty cycle messing with this seems to fuck the transmission logic up. I don't know why. But if with this it decides, I'm going to and also I feel like I don't know. It just thinks that for whatever reason it needs to shift gears at 1500 RPM. And it was working fine before. But then when I added nitrous and... What else did I do? I don't really know. Oh shit, the tire pressure needs to go down. That's probably a start. 22 PSI. That was the other thing I wanted to do. Brakes. Brake force multiplier. Piss off. Too strong. Ludicrously strong. Alright. This should be more like it. And let's maybe add some front and rear toe in and keep it pointed straight. Alright. Back in we get. Or not. Try again. Back in we get. Oh wow, at least the back of the car's still painted. Isn't that nice? Seems to be revving now. Is it because I changed the nitrous tuning settings? Fuck knows. Turn it up. There it is. It's too strong. Come on. There it is. Alright, now it's working. I'm not sure what that's about. A 929, 153 miles an hour. Don't lock up, you slut. Why? I'm going through a lot of fuel. Half a tank already. Oh shit. All right. Come on. Come on. A little bit further. A 911. Okay, cursed time, but cool. I'm wanting to break into the 8s though. I want to break the 8s. So 911. Wonder what we can do to break into the 8s. I guess more nitrous? Try a 150 shot or a 200 shot of nitrous? Why am I lining up for the dirt tracks? That was too early. Alright. Lock it up. Now, I'm thinking... Oh, I pressed the wrong button? Did. There we go. I'm thinking 200 shot of nitrous, just to really make sure it works. And then maybe we'll chuck it on some slightly grippier tires. Maybe. But then, I don't know. Let's just go... customization. Engine, nitrous oxide system, nitrous oxide. Replace the bottle. And replace this with a... Oh, it only goes 150, then 250. Try one... I guess we'll try the 250 shot. It's a lot. I think we're gonna need it though. I think we're gonna need it. All right. Why does it say I need to repair it? What needs to be repaired? What exactly am I repairing? Nothing to repair. There we go, repaired. What? What? Is that my car gonna be broken now? I really hope that my car is not broken now. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope that I can still drive it. Okay. Alright, seems to be working as normal. Good. Alright, cool. Still revving the way it should. Alright. The Nitrous. Line it up. There it is. A little bit of throttle, a little bit of throttle. Oh! I'll start. Come on. Line up again. There it is. A little bit of accelerator. Nitrous off. That is nitrous off. Coolant's overheating. Oh. I knew it. I was in four-wheel drive. I mean, I was in rear-wheel drive rather, not all-wheel drive. Around the bend. What's this shit? Oh my god. This thing is brutal. Oh, is there a tuning, like, spot there? Oh, whatever. That's okay. It's too late now. Don't allow tuning in the airstrip. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Nitrous on. Woo. It's heating up. 898! Let's fucking go, dude. Got ourselves an 8-second car. We'll have to see it. Alright, alright, I would say that's, I'm content with that. Got ourselves an 8-second car, and it's perfectly streetable too. Chuck it in comfort mode, drives just like a normal car. Except you put your foot down, and it does that. But I like this. Nice, daily, treatable car, and yet you can go and set an 8-second pass at a quarter mile. Love it. Love it. Alright. All that's left is to pull in and give it a respray, I think. And I liked the color it was in before, so I'm going to keep it that way. So I'll take this, go painting, Sunny Flare. It's a nice color, that is. Factory color, love it. Purchase and apply. Look at that. It's still pissing me off that it says it needs to be repaired, even though it doesn't. Not sure what that's about. let's have a cheeky look before we head off anywhere at the markets. Vehicles are falling. Right. So it might be a good time to buy another car. Potentially. Potentially. Alright. I mean, I'll tell you what, actually. Since we've got space in this Utah garage, so if we're gonna buy another car, it'd probably end up at Utah. And I'll tell you what, at the moment it's bugged and you can't do it, but there is a highway loop, like time trial, like circuit thing, which is really easy and could be done really quickly, and I could you know, do lap after lap after lap fairly easy. And I feel like it should pay me out pretty decently. The problem is at the moment it's bugged. One of the checkpoints is glitched, but once you get it, sorry, once it is fixed, I'll be wanting to do that. And I mean, this game's in early access, so that stuff will be fixed. I expect that stuff to be fixed and fixed fairly soon. Something that big. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but it's a free roam event that they've put on the map, placed there, and it doesn't actually work. I imagine that something that they will fix relatively quickly. So that being said, maybe it's time to have a look at what they've got for sale that maybe we could take around that highway loop. We could buy another Bastion Coupe, the 445 Shaker Super Sport, or a 440. Holy shit, it's got 1300 horsepower. That's cool. That's too much for me, dog. Oh, this is the drag pack. Holy shit, it has 3000 horsepower. What the fuck? 3000. That's the coupe, and it's all-wheel drive. What the hell? That's pretty sick. I mean, maybe that's actually the ultimate streetable drag car. I prefer the way this one looks, but it's not bad. Do we buy that? I kind of want to buy it now. I do have 2 free spaces, and it should gain value because it's cheap right now. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can like really negotiate hard. Play hardball. So get roadies. Negotiate price. And let's just fucking disgustingly lowball them. Sorry, Helen. It's harsh, but what are your thoughts? 80 grand? No, I'm not paying 91,000 for this bullshit car. What do you think this is? 83,000. We're in a recession, Helen, alright? I can't afford 91,000. 88,000, pushing it, but fine. About 10 grand on the market value, so I'll take it. Purchase for 95, so all up, paying just under estimated market value. 95,000, about 95,600, basically. But I reckon when the car market goes back up, that should be a nice profit for us. Now let's look at, that's not really fulfilling the job that I wanted it to. I want more of like a street sort of almost a track car essentially. I want what this is to drag racing. I want the circuit racing equivalent, basically. I mean, we haven't really, I don't think I've done anything with any BXs recently. It's because the BX is my favorite car, so I've always used it, and it's almost gotten to the point where I'm a bit like looking for other stuff to use, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I've used it too much. I need to use the BX again. What else we got? Is this just trucks and stuff? T55 diesel dragster, that's kind of cool. 1300 horsepower diesel drag truck. But it's almost twice the price of the proper drag car I just bought. In fact, it is about twice the price. I got a 5th wheel D series. Okay. I'm not against any of these cars necessarily, but I don't think any of them like particularly stand out to me as like, ooh, instant cop. So what I think is what's in the offline dealership? What we got? Pop Rock Garage, that's for like rolling stuff. West Rock Motors. Let's taxi down to West Rock and see what they've got. Just peep it out. The Vivace. I do like the Vivace. And I do feel like that could be quite a nice, quick car. Burnside would be kind of cool to make a like a race car out of that, but I have a feeling it would not be very it would be harder to make that a consistent driving car. 240BX coupe. This is a pretty good deal, man. Like, I think, oh, it's got a shitload of kilometers on it. Oh, is West Rock Motors like essentially like the trusted auto of Utah? Chief, that's pretty cool. Chief Rancher Diesel, a V8 D20. That's also pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna stop getting distracted by stuff that's pretty cool but not what I need. I think this will become our Utah highway circuit car. That's what I'm thinking. Choose trade-in. No, choose insurance. Always go with roadies. Negotiate price. Lowball the shit out of them. Just absolutely destroy them with a lowball offer of 10 grand. Fuck. I'll pass on the Vivace then. I'll pass on the Vivace. If I can't get it for a disgusting lowball price, then I'm not getting it at all. How it is. Alright. I think we've done our dirt dragging. We've done our regular drag stripping. I want to take this down to West Coast, use it at the West Coast drag strip. And then I want to bust out the mud drag truck. Because, you know, look, the regular drag racing is great, pays pretty good if you've got a fast car like this. The dirt drag's also great, pay good if you've got a fast car like that one over there. But the mud drags are just... The mud drag is something else, right? Something else entirely. If you want to make $180,000 for 3 passes, alright, the mud drag is where it's at. Okay? That's where you want to be. Now, where am I going from here? Is this gonna, you know, destroy my car if I just do that? I think we're good. How do I get to the highway from here? I think it's left, right? No, it's straight and then left. I suppose I could go that way if I really wanted to just not go the most efficient way at all. But, alright, that's pretty easy then. So we follow this... what's wrong with my beam navigator? What happened to it? Why is it all... The screen's all broken. There. Left. God. It gets really unsettled when you let off, like, quickly. Which makes sense, I suppose. But... spooky. Alright. We're going to West Coast, boy. This thing also needs a better radiator on it. Because it just about overheats itself during every run. Without nitrous, it's actually not too bad, but it doesn't overheat itself. But with nitrous, it do be overheating. Excuse me. I don't know. Maybe I could leave. I don't know. I'm just thinking about like where I want to keep, like, store the cars. I think it probably makes more sense to keep that Bastion in Utah. The one that I'm driving now. So I won't store it in any of these garages. I was saying this last night, but my goal is essentially to have a setup in every single map so that I can just go to whichever map and I can just get in a car and start making money. No matter how, even if I'm just dirt broke. Taking its time. Ooh, crunchy. Oh, fuck. Come on, it's almost done. There it is. Alright. Might make stop the fuel on the way. Pretty sure the least out of my way to do that is going to be to come through here, make a right, get in the oncoming lane. Sorry buddy, excuse me. Yeah, this is, look, if you're not using this shortcut to drive back to the mainland in West Coast, you are wasting your life, honestly. Especially now when the cops are causing crashes for like 95% of users, so you have to have them disabled. There's nobody to stop you from doing this. It's excellent. Jesus, let's start cutting up a little bit. What's this guy doing? He's cutting up too. Ooh, brake, 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 brake. You see what I mean? I have no brakes, and then all the brakes. So either I can either lock the wheels or I can just not stop. It's not, I don't like it. I've reduced the brake pressure as well. Or braking force, whatever. And yet, somehow. And it's got ABS on it. I don't, like, the ABS should stop the wheels from locking up like that. Get out of the fucking way, dude. Fuel up. Alright. Yeah, this thing, because it's running E85, this thing will drink fuel pretty quickly. Oh. Time. Perfect. But what? You're joking. Okay, it seemed to come good. The fitment's not ideal now, it's a little bit off. but try drive. Paint looks nice. Oh god. I'm gonna have to clear my cache at some point. I don't know why this always happens. Just ignore the no textures in the city, alright? Don't worry about that. Also, I think going the wrong way. Oh, don't hit that curve. You know what happened last time. Alright, here's the drag strip. So 898 was our best at the Utah drag strip. I assume they're all the same length and everything, but look. Let's just give it a go. A little bit more. There it is. Feels like the surface is better prepped here. Like we should have almost did a wheelie there. .924 at 154 mile an hour. Pretty good. But I think we can do better. Here we go. Come on. Stage. There it is. .927 at 154 mile an hour again. Alright, so running 9.2s, 154. Let's get that nitrous armed. And see what we do with that. Alright, all-wheel drive, traction control off. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. There it is. Wait, did I hit the nitrous button? I don't think I did. 887, or did I? I did. 887 is pretty good though. I was gonna say, there's no way I did an 887 without nitrous. Look at that. So we've set an 898 at Utah, an 887 in West Coast. So I reckon we just try and get an 8-second pass on all of the drag strips. We're not going to go and like go to each of them right now, but every time I'm in a new area, if I'm going to be going somewhere, I'll bring this thing with me, and we'll go take it for a we'll go take it for a quick spin on the drag strip of that map. How much nitrous have we got left? Oh, none. We've got no nitrous left. So I used up a full bottle for that pass. Okay. Alright, well, let's bring it in. Alright, park up. Out we get. And now that we're here, I say, why don't we bust out... Ugh, this value of this has gone down. We probably could have waited a bit longer before we chose to buy a car. But that being said, that will mean that the value of cars will have gone down. Alright, tell you what we'll do real quick. Oh, before we go anywhere, let's taxi to Stillbrick Street Garage, because from here we can use the computer, and we can go on the marketplace and we can look for a car to send off to Utah to be our... It doesn't necessarily have to go straight to Utah, but I'm looking for a car that can be sort of a street track, light track racing, but I want it to be more of a street car, and I want to try and do some free roam events with it. I know there's one in Utah, but that one's broken. But I should try seeing as I'm a member of the RLS Patreon now, I should try downloading the latest version of the mod and seeing if it fixes that bug in Utah. How much was my setup? I bought the wheel, the frame thing, the shifter, the pedals, all of that together for like 350 bucks. I got this TV for free from my mother because she moved and she's not using it, and I bought a wall mount for like 80 bucks. And then I've had this for like 10 years, this microphone and stuff. But the wheel and stuff itself, I don't know, it's like a $400 expense maybe. So it was pretty good. Facebook Marketplace, it's the go-to, I'm telling you. All right, we are looking for something. We'll just go like this. Looking for something I can turn into a street and light track racer. I don't want to start with something completely basic and boring, but you know, I don't want to have to sort of chuck a bunch of money into it. But we'll see what's around. We'll see what's around. That's alright, I appreciate it. We could go with one of these Blackpool... I've not driven one of these. Where's it being sold? Trusted Auto? It's got 100 horsepower. I feel like that would be better for like actual real track driving. I think the highway loop might not be where that's best suited, and if we're getting a car that we're intending on sending to the highway loop, probably this SBR for Purist. Oh, that's really cheap too. It's from Trusted Auto. Another super light. Let's keep scrolling. I mean, we've got quite a bit of money to play with, so we don't need to like get the absolute bottom of the barrel. Let's see what we got. Minivan. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm sold. I was trying to pick up a Vivace earlier. And I could not, I mean, I could have bought it, but it was a front wheel drive, like 230 or something. It was pretty basic model, and I wasn't able to lowball them. They denied me. We go roadies, and then negotiate price. Let's hit him with the lowball. Hit him with a fucking lowball offer. I reckon I would offer you 30 grand. What are your thoughts, Bobby X? The fucking stripper name. 34.6. You got yourself a deal. You got yourself a deal. And honestly, I don't think this is going to need any mods at all. Maybe maybe some updated brake pads just to make sure they don't fade. But yeah, I reckon chuck some semi-race brake pads on this thing. I reckon we're chilling. Purchase. Alright, and we could also take it around the track as well. The West Coast track. Oh, I've broken. I hate this keyboard. It's keys on its stick and I have to unplug it, and then while I'm down leaning over unplugging the keyboard, trying to stop it from doing whatever stupid shit it's doing, my guy is just walking into the car and crushing the mirror and shit like that, you know, as you do. Alright, so this is a dual clutch. So it's in sport mode by default. Arsenic mode. Comfort. Let's just put in comfort. Let's get it out of here and then we'll... Oh, you know what? I know this area a little bit. Let's... Arsenic mode. Put it in manual. God. Yeah, welcome to the world of no textures. It's not as quick as I thought it would be. It makes like 400 horsepower or something stupid, doesn't it? Whoa. I mean, it's not slow. Don't get me wrong. Oh, shit. Oh, what are you doing? Do you have eyes? The bright green car in front of you. You didn't think, I might just stop now. Absolute moron. Thanks for ruining my car, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it. At least only clocked the door. Perfect. Into park. Switcher off. Alright. What's the damage? Oh, nothing. I can literally just click tuning and then it goes away. I love this game. Alright, we will have to repaint it to fix that bumper though. Which we can't seem to do here. Alright, interesting. I'm looking for my vehicles. If we go put in storage. So now that one's stored, this one's stored in the drag racing place. Do we have a regular drag car? We don't, do we? Well, we have this. This is a drag car as well as like our sort of daily street car as well. So we can probably bring this thing back to here, and then we'd have a drag car here. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we'll deliver this one to here, and now this garage will be full. So we have we have a track car, we've got drag car, got mud drag car, and we also have sort of street track combination car, which I don't think we will keep here. I think that'll end up moving back to Utah so we can use it for the highway loops. Because as much as this would probably do set a good time at the highway loop, I'm gonna crash it. I'm gonna crash it if I'm trying to do any extended driving of that at speed. All right, I reckon let's get ourselves up to 1 million again, with the power of mud drags. Come on. There it is. Alright. Jump in the vehicle. Sweet. Already fueled up. Tow it to the mud drag tuning tent. Alright. Now, check this shit out. You guys like money? You're gonna love this. Alright, start it up. To put it in 4-wheel drive low and lock the diffs. There we go. Stage for the mud drag. Never mind. I fucked that up. Hold on a minute. Sit here and wait for that timer to count down, for it to reset. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Ah. This thing makes 3,000 horsepower, so it's a little hard to get it on the line stage and then, you know, slowly get the revs to build. Because if you a little too much on the accelerator, it just pushes straight past the brakes. Let's try this again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna hold the handbrake down as well. And 617 at the mud drags hard, $79,000. See, I told you were gonna love this if you loved money. All right, put it in 2-wheel drive, high range, and let's get this back over. I love having a nice variety of different vehicles to drive, you know. You can go from being in Utah with the dirt drag car, the regular drag car, you know, nice, low to the ground, a little bit of stance, just nice Bastion, you know, with a nice custom front end and all that. And then I can go, you know what? Nah, done. New car. And then we come over to West Coast, and I've got this monster truck that I can drive. Oh, we stalled. Which is interesting, because this is an automatic. But it do be stalling sometimes. Alright. All drive, low range. Drive, the diffs are locked. Put the handbrake and the brake on. Rev, rev, rev. Go! Surf that, my boy. Alright. A 611. Oh, don't hit the wall. 79,000 again. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna need to just to make sure I don't hit anything. Just pop into third person real quick. Alright. Too high. Just coast along this mud. Alright, third and final pass, and before we'll have to top it up with fuel. I just went in third person, just for the added spectacle, you know. Alright. All low. Brake on, rev, 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 go! Woo. Look at it. Sailing through that mud. No worry. Oh! Almost did a front flip too. It does do that sometimes. Alright. Another $79,000. 3 for 3. So now we go back to the dragway storage. Alright, you're gonna love it. This is the meta, dude, I'm telling you. Put it in high range, unlock the diffs so that we have some, you know, a reasonable turning circle. Oh, try not to rev it up too much as I just roll it over to the petrol pump. Bang. Refuel. And it's as simple as that. And we've got $1,040,000, so we made what? 79,000 plus 79,000 plus 79,000. So we're looking at just under 240 grand that we just made. So pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not really sure what we can do to make this go any faster. Potentially we could add more power, but I think that the setup at the moment, power is not... We can add power through Nitrous, but that's our only option. We could increase the... what's it called? The duty cycle, the injector duty cycle, and it would spray more fuel and it would make more power, but then it will use up its fuel even quicker. And we're currently going through an entire 120 liter endurance fuel tank within 3 drag passes. So, you know, within a grand total of less than 20 seconds of full throttle. So I just think that, you know, we probably want to not make our fuel economy worse than it already is. All right, I'll pay 9 grand for the fill up. Let's go do another 3 runs. You have to be so gentle with it. Whoa, it's revving itself. What the hell? I think my throttle is a little sticky. Alright. Okay. Do it in third person again, why not? Wall low. Diffs locked. Handbrake and brake on. 641, 75,000. All right. So we're a little slow. I think our launch wasn't as good as it could have been there. All right, I want the diffs too high. Diffs locked. Or low. Line her up. Come on, start up. Ooh, 612, 79,000. Very good. Unlock the diffs so we can turn too high. Alright, head back around for our final pass. God. Come on, truck. What are we doing? Diffs locked. Wallow. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. There it is. So engine back up. I'm gonna hit the night. We've got tiny speck of nitrous, so we're gonna use that. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Go! A 606. 79,000. Not bad. Let's go towing. Silbrick Street Garage. No, not that one, sorry. Alva Dragway Storage. Alright. Let's pop back over to the petrol pump and fuel this bad boy up again. What's going on with right now? Do I need to unlock the diffs or something? Wrong button. Oh, hang on, don't go past it. Alright. Welcome to BeamNG Fuel Up. We're gonna have to, you're gonna have to give me a moment. Got 120 liters of fuel to pump right now, so it takes its time. While you're here, why don't you admire the truck? And it's 10.2 liter twin turbocharged nitro methane fueled V8. You know, pretty cool. Oh god. It's also got massive tire. I don't actually know what size they are, but they're huge. I'll tell you that for free. Got enormous agricultural grade tires, wheels rather, with tractor spec tires on them. The best of the best. If you want a mud drag truck, I mean, this is how you gotta do it. It does appear that the suspension is like pushed to the left side, like left of the car, the right as you're looking at it from this side, but I'm just gonna choose to ignore that personally. That's, you know, me personally. I just ignore that. Car seems to drive just fine, so I don't see a problem. Car. Calling this a car is a bit of a stretch, maybe. Wait, did we not use that tiny speck of nitrous that's still there? Because I can still see it. Alright, straighten it up. Oh, not perfectly straight, that's fine. It's straight enough. Alright. Diffs locked. 4 low. Drive. Put it in first person for this run. And go! Oh, we made a bit of contact with the wall there. These things happen. 627, 76,000. God, open the diffs up. Two-wheel drive. High. Oh. Alright. And 4 high, sorry, 4 low. Diffs locked. Start engine. And here we go. Ooh, 80,000 for a 609. Not bad at all. Put in 2-wheel drive, unlock the diffs, start the car back up. Hey, let's keep it straight. I think I'll put it in 4 high. Diffs locked. Do we try running 4 high? We could. I have a feeling it's going to like tip over or some crazy shit because it's definitely done something like that before. Let's try 4 high. Let's see how it does. What's the worst that could happen? 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa! Whoa! That's okay. So, yeah. Basically what I thought was going to happen is only going to happen. That's a bit rough. It's a bit rough. Look, we made enough money. Fine, you can bring it back to here. Let's assess the damage. Ah, it's not too bad. Broken windscreen. It's fine. How much to repair it? 9.5 grand? Well, isn't it good that we make a lot of money from this, eh? What do we got now? How much is in the old account? $1.4 million. I like that. I like that a lot. I've got an idea. Got an idea, and it involves taking this truck for another run. So I'm going to fill it up, and then I shall explain what the plan is as we fill it up, seeing as we're going to be here for a while. All right, park it up. Very good. Pump fuel. So, what I'm thinking is, it's all well and good to have this mud drag truck here. That makes us a lot of money. And, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't. It makes us a stupid amount of money. It's great. However, I would kind of like to have something running in the background, making us money, no matter which map we're at, you know, so I can come back to West Coast at any point and come and collect my infinite racks. Now, the way that we can do that would be buying the tuning shop. Now, getting it to a point where we can, like, automate it and get passive income is going to take quite a bit of money. But I don't know if you noticed, but we got quite a bit of money right now. So my goal here, the tuning shop is $500,000. What I want to do is be able to buy the tuning shop and then dump $1 million straight into it. And I'm going to call that an investment. And from that point, all we should need to do is get XP, which we can do by completing the jobs. So we'll do a few of that. We'll do a few jobs by ourselves, you know, on our own, just to try and build up that XP, and then we will try as quickly as possible to unlock all of the little tech tree bits that we need to unlock, like, basically automation, so that we can have a bit of passive income, because everybody loves passive income, you know. Don't have to do shit, money just gets made, living the dream. So if we a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. There it is. 4 low. I've learnt my lesson. Diffs locked. And full send. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Alright, good. 84,000. The first run. Unlock those diffs. Whoa. Don't. Jesus. Alright, line it back up again. All low and send. Maximum send. Ooh, 630 at $80,000. We've done a front flip. That's no worries at all. No worries at all. All we have to do is flip upright. Not a problem. The body gets absolutely mangled, but the actual chassis of this whole setup is very strong, and the suspension and stuff too. So even though you can see there's a little bit of a kink in the back of the chassis there, a little bit of a bend, this thing will be just fine. Don't you worry about that. Oop, another's calling me. 1 second. Alright. Oh, don't go too hard. I've started, for God's sake. Roll it back. Okay. Oh, diffs. What the hell? Diffs locked. I swear to God, this thing has a mind of its own. Alright. Wait for the stupid countdown. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, send. No fucking about. Let's just send it. Woo, yeah, boy. Look at that. A 612, $83,000. Oh, you can't brake too hard, otherwise it does do a front flip. All right. Tow this one back. to the mud drag. No, not the mud drag tuning tent, for God's sake. Tow it back to the dragway storage. Whoa, chill out, car. Diffs don't need to be locked. You don't need to be in four-wheel drive. We're not on the mud drag strip anymore. Alright. I'm going to quickly let this refuel. I'm going to take a quick break. Oh! My mum just tried to call me, so I'm going to call her back. I'll probably be back in about 5 minutes. When we get back, we're going to buy the tuning shop. We're going to do a couple of tuning jobs, and then I'll probably have to get moving in about 40 minutes. So I'll be back in 5, and we'll start doing some tuning jobs. We're back. Ow! You just kicked my shit. I do that about 50% of the time. So it's a Reddit 50-50. Alright. Can I drive off without paying for my fuel? Quick! Go! Oh, what? I actually can? Does that charge me or not? Did I just drive off without paying? Because if I did, that's pretty sick. I didn't know if that was an option. I mean, I live right here, so as I'm not like exactly going to go far, they'll get their money. All right, switch it off. I use up so much fuel just driving it back to the garage. Then I'll send it off to repair it. We'll do it through insurance. Use our last accident forgiveness. Just why not? And then we'll bring this thing. This is not staying in West Coast, so we may as well bring it with. Have it as our active car. Now, I don't actually know where the tuning shop is, so we can play. Oh, yes, I do, actually. No, I think I do. Pretty sure if we come through. Woo! That was close. Excuse me, don't! Oh, I was paranoid he was gonna hit me. I think he did. Alright. If we come up this way, and then around here, here we go, Fast Automotive. This is the tuning shop right here. So we can just pull up out the front. And there we go. What the hell happened to my back bumper? Oh, was that from that prick that drove into us? I mean, I was on his side of the road, to be fair, but you would think he has eyes and could see the bright yellow car. But I guess not. Alright, purchase business. This is a $500,000 expense, but we should hopefully be able to quite quickly turn that around for us. Purchase. Alright, we now own it. I want to look at skill trees real quick. 10 XP. Do we have any XP? We don't. Alright, jobs. Do some jobs. We're gonna set a 2-minute. 122 on the short track. That's quick. That's pretty quick for the short track from what I remember. Let's just get rid of all these. Give me... Generally, oh, what the hell? Last time I deleted all the jobs, a new one just popped up straight away. Okay, well, that's annoying. Then I guess we just have to sit here and wait for another one to show up. I guess there's an app, right? Because when I last bought the tuning shop, I guess it was before the... It was an update before this, maybe. But you could... You could... Where's the tuning shop? Huh? Is there not a tuning shop app? I thought there was. I guess not. Okay. Anyway, last time I bought the tuning shop, I was able to, like, if I didn't like any of the jobs that were there, I would just cross them all off, and then it would pop up with a new job. And if I didn't like that one, cross that off, new one, you know, it was nice. Select a vehicle from jobs. There's no jobs right now. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Finances. 25k in the business account. Costs 5 grand to operate every 30 minutes. Alright, well, while we're sitting around waiting for jobs to show up, what we can do is go, not loans. Where's like the finances? It's not this. Okay, total balance. This is in the tuning shops account. Transfer. No, wait. New accounts. Savings, I guess. Initial deposit. Oh, I didn't do. I was going to do another run of drag strip, wasn't I? Whatever. Let's just put 500 grand into here. 500,000. And it needs a name. Savings. Create account. Now, new account. Let's also do... So let's transfer from savings into the tuning shop account. And we'll do all of our money. 500,000. There we go. So the tuning shop's now got over $500,000 in it. And we can transfer... Hang on, savings. Not withdraw. Deposit? Yes. Ah, okay. And we'll put 300,000 into our savings account. Okay. And so we've got $66,000 to our name now. That's fine. I can run that up easily whenever we want. But now we've got $500,000 in the tuning shop, 300,000 in our savings, and be very good. Ah, here we go. Ah, 12.5 seconds at the drag strip. That should be easy. That should be easy. Oh, and 3 minutes 15 at the track. If I just engine swap that, that shouldn't be too bad. I might actually accept that one. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Pull out this. This will be the easiest. So we pull out the bolide Nuova base Targa. Eventually, maybe. Huh? What happens? Ah, there we go. And then this one. How do I... Oh, parts. There we go. Right. So the way that I like to do this is you open up, all right, chassis, body, the doors. Get the door out of here. Get that door out of here. Don't need the door. Carpeted interior. Like, I guess you want or stripped interior. Rear glass. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Right door. Yep, that's right. Get rid of it. Windshield. Absolutely. Get rid of it. Get that out of here. Front subframe. Front fender. Get that shit out of here. Other fender. Get it out of here. Trunk liner. Get that out. Hood. Absolutely not. Nose cone support. No. No. Get that out of here. Front subframe. Got an ultra high performance radiator. Good. Okay, chassis. Passenger seat. No. No passengers. Rear subframe. Rear body. Can we just remove the entire rear body? We can. That's pretty sick. I don't know if that's supposed to be doable, but I like that. The left quarter panel. Don't need a quarter panel, dude. Yeah, no worries at all. Right, quarter panel, get that out of here. And then tail cone support. Get out. Just get that out of here. Don't need that. Perfect. Perfect. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it then. I reckon if we take this down, hold to purchase, all we did was buy a lightweight something that we replaced the regular version of. Now if we go to inventory, look at that, sell all parts, $26,000. So we've already made $26,000 without even attempting the job. But if we jump in this thing, now that we've lost so much, well, now that the car's lost so much weight, it should set a pretty good time at the drag strip. So we'll feel it out. Sounds good. Also, that's okay, it's kind of the wrong way, but it does work. It's faster to cut through the racetrack, but we can go this way. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough to do a 12.4, but it's alright, we'll get a baseline out of it. I would have thought it would be fast enough. Like, I would have thought standard it would be 12-second car. Or at least 13 at, you know, at most. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, 10. Oh, not even close. 1072. So there we go. All right. That means we well and truly achieved our score. So, see, this is the way I like to do things, is I just give people back a completely stripped down car. Dana Rambo, what does that mean? Okay. Ah, that lag spike didn't help. Hell, what's with all the parked cars out here? Alright. Open tuning shop, complete that job, get 29,000. Very good. Alright, let's try this Piccolina. It needs to do a 3-minute, 15-second lap of the track. I think that's perfectly doable. If we just go body, suspension. All right, here we go. Suspension. Front springs. Race front coilovers. Alright. And then front wheels need to change to something wider. 13x7 Wangan TZs, potentially. Is there these in a 13x8? KLK Nordstern. What are these? Oh, I don't like the tires on that. Can I go with... Can I have proper tires, please? Nope, just stretched ones? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Alright, so we'll go the 13x7 ones then. Those... Where are they? There's a few of them, actually. Tim's Egota. Those are 3 spokes, right? No, they're 4 spokes. Doesn't it look too bad? Yeah, whatever, we'll go with those. Tim's Egota, and... Of course, we're going to just chuck... race front tires on just to... You know... it just makes sense. We're building a race car. May as well. Body, go down to rear suspension, and we want to change this to, oops, change this to race rear coilovers, and we'll take the Egotas, thank you. These are all front wheels, what the hell? Okay, 13x7. And then... tires, I will have these, thank you. And we'll also go with race rear disc brakes. Oh, do we want to do that actually? No, just regular rear disc brakes. Body, front suspension. It's already got front discs. Okay. Go with semi-race front brake pads. And then the rear, we'll go with semi-race brake pads as well. And then we want to go engine. And we want to change that up. Swap this out for something completely different. Let's go 2.5 liter water-cooled flat 4 or 2 liter water-cooled flat 4. Do the 2 liter because it's cheaper. And then what am I looking for? I think I'm missing anything. I feel like I'm missing something. Engine. I need to NA long block. No. Stock turbo long block. And I think the stock ECU in there. Stage 1 turbo. Don't want to go too expensive. Oh my god, why is it $33,000? What the hell? I was gonna have to put all like 6-speed manual transaxle in it and whoa. Alright, maybe we don't need to go that hard. Jesus. Alright, 9,000 for one of these. Put a 1300 cc inline 4 in it. Which just barely fits in. Body. Engine. ITBs. 5-speed manual transaxle. Is that the default one? Put a limited slip rear diff in it. Is this going to be quick enough with just this? I mean, it should be. ITBs. H2 performance long block. A high performance radiator just to be safe. And that's probably fine. Oh, I could do the race tab injection. How much is it to do 85, 1,000? Alright. Let's do that then, and we will tune it as well. And as far as tuning goes, I'm just going to max out the track width. The tire pressure can stay. A little bit of rear toe in. Rest of it should be fine. Up the duty cycle, 40%. Fly. Purchase. Alright. I guess we'll see how this goes for us. 3 minute 15 on the track is what we're going for. It looks like we get 10 XP per job. So let's have a look at the skill tree real quick. Ah, there you go. You get the shop app with a like a skill points or whatever. Ah, towing. I'm gonna get that first. Confirm purchase. That way we can just drive down to where we need to go, and then we can tow ourselves back. Which, when we're gonna be when we start doing a lot of like back and forth trips, that's gonna be nice. Okay, this thing's not that quick still. Let's just hope it can do a 3 minute 15-second lap. Because I didn't realize how expensive an engine swap was going to be. Like 30 grand. Well, for the engine I wanted, it was only a 2-liter. Not even the 2.5. Alright, here we go. So, it's a 3 minute 15 or something to beat, so... Alright, there's 100. Feels pretty good. I mean, it is on race tires. And I wish the rev gauge actually went all the way up to the RPMs that the engine does. This is actually a nice car to drive, though. We're gonna absolutely smash that time. Oh! No, my wheel... Are you seeing this shit? This is driving me straight. The wheel is not straight. Ugh. That tends to happen, either when I'm trying to drift or when I have real big oversteer moments like that. The wheel goes, nah, I'm not actually going to be. You wanted me to be, you know, straight? No way, dude. Alright, there we go. We absolutely fucking smashed that time by almost a minute. Like 58 seconds faster than we needed to be. Because the thing is, I don't really know what, like, time to kind of expect around this track. And yeah, we had it, basically almost lost it on that, one of the ones. And we still 58 seconds ahead of the target time. Alright, sorry, I've just got to unplug my wheel and plug it back in, let it figure itself out. Alright, straight again. Perfect. Oh, this is a little nice little race car. This is. Ugh. Excuse me. So we will complete that. Lovely. Very good. What other jobs we got available? Do a 13.9 and a Soliad sale. I'll accept that. Oh, it expired. What do you mean it expired? Well, it hasn't expired because I just accepted it, so too bad. Yes, a 1 minute 60 second 2 minutes? Is that 2 minutes then? That seems quite fast to do 2 minutes. Oh no, but I just did, what did I just do in that car? Like a 2:14. So yeah, okay, that actually wouldn't be too bad, doing a 2 minute lap in the I-Series. Yeah, you know what, I haven't driven an I-Series yet, so on this save, so let's do it. Alright, let's start with the drag race car then. Pull this bad boy out. LaSalle, Soliad LaSalle sedan. There should be no worries. We are going to start by doing all reliable, which is ripping off absolutely everything. If it's on the car and it can come off, she comes off. I'll tell you what, actually, why don't we just... Could we get away with just doing that? Could we... Like, you reckon we could get away with that? And I think it is funnier if we keep the front fascia and the bumper and everything, but everything else is... the entire body is removed. Because that's got to pay us a lot of money, right? Like, surely that would give us a lot of money, selling the entire body of the car. Like, you got to think that's going to pay you a fair bit of money, eh? And I can drive this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, perfect. Oh, it has no fuel tank. Oh, don't tell me the fuel tank is stored in the body. That's a scam. You got to store it on the chassis, dude. What is this? Hang on, I'll take this headphone out my ear. I'm not actually playing anything. Hang on. Parts. Fuel. Fuel tank. Fuel injection? No. Okay. So it is on the body then. So I can't just remove the entire body. That's what the hell? What did I just do? I wish I could remove the entire body. That would be amazing. But I guess I can't do that. Oh, hey, look at that though. If I put it back, then it removes everything that was attached to it, which is exactly what I want to do. And I suppose, if we're only going this far, if we're going to keep the actual body of the car, then we may as well put the dashboard... What? Interior? May as well install the interior, or the sail interior. There we go. And a driver's seat. But, yes. One driver's seat. And perhaps a steering wheel? Perhaps? Let's just... Can we put it in the steering wheel that we had before? Oh, wait, never mind. This one. This one. There it is. That's the one we had before. And then potentially a shifter as well. You know? Automatic column shifter. There we go. So it's actually a car you could really drive now. Perfect. But all the parts are removed. You love to see it. Now, I think all that's left to do would just be go wheel is go down to rear wheels. Oh my god, so many wheels. Go down to rear wheels and get something like these 17 by 10 Civetta Mugellos. I mean, sure, I've not seen these. They're interesting looking. I don't know about that. Oh, whatever. I think if we do that, and then we go rear tires. Oh, okay, it's only those or race tires. That's not really what we want. Rear wheels. What sizes have we got? Let's go like, come on, 15 by 10, 4 slot chromes. That works. Or maybe we want to go the 5 slot chrome ones. Or drag whelp racing wheels. Are they chrome? They are chrome. Yeah, we'll take those. Alright, wheels, tires. I don't know if I want those crazy pro drag rear tires necessarily. But I guess I have them now. You know what? Actually, no. Fuck it. We're not picking these. We're at like the 5 slots, dude. That's what I want. Dual set champions. I don't like those. Alder Vulcan from Avishu Plus. What about the Alder Chrome? What, not Chrome, Alder Rush. Go with those. I feel like they fit this style more. I don't know why we spent so long just then picking... Well, actually, the reason we spent so long picking rear wheels is so I can get ones that have tires like... selected drag rear tires. Okay, so invisible tires. Very cool. Semi-slick streets. No. Vintage drag rear tires. That's more kind of what I was looking for, but not quite. Ooh, vintage thin white wall rear tires. Or, alright, now I'm like, yeah, alright, now I'm happy with that. Why is it costing me so much money? No, don't put a new sedan body on it, you absolute mong. Put the same sedan body that you already had. Huh? I'm sorry. What happened to the, what happened to the fucking... like, the body that it already had? Hey, there we go, owned. What? Alright. There you go, so it's 1,100 bucks, because we're only paying for the wheels. Oh, for God's sake, we need to go through and do the interior. That one. Steering wheel. That one. Shifter. That one. Why am I paying $12,000 again for the body? What? What? I don't understand. Why? Why is it making me... That doesn't... What? Whatever. I'm going to do this now. 1,100 bucks. Pay that. And then now can we put the parts in it? Interior. Put the interior that we had back in. Okay. Then put the shifter that we had back in. And then put... See, why is it changing it to the... It's like you can only put one thing from your inventory back on. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I honestly don't care. This guy can have a car with no interior. Fuck him. Who's he anyway? All we're gonna do is go parts, engine. Oh, it's already got a seep engine apparently. 372 cubic inch, 6.2 liter V8. Cool. What I'm going to do to it though is it on bottom end or is it on top end? I think it's on top end. Engine top end. Nitrous oxide system, race tab injection, and I'd like to make that a E85 injection, please. Hold to purchase. Go tuning. Ramp that up, why not? Apply. Hold to apply. Okay. Welcome to Drag Car. I'm going to ignore the fact that it's got no interior or anything. Oh, it doesn't have a fuel tank still. What is? I need to put one of those on. Wait. I'm not going anywhere without a fuel tank. Sake. Right. Can I just like put the stuff on like this? Like, can I just take this and then put it on? No. Makes me do it in the slowest possible way, of course. I put on all of the stuff that I owned, but for some reason, if I try and put all of it on at once, it starts charging me for it, which, no. That's not how this works. Ah, yes, the SWAT. The CT, no. There it is. Alright, so we're seeing it now. Forget the shifter, I don't really care about that. Main thing is the fuel tank. Not the fuel tank J, just the regular fuel tank. Do I know the country Philippines? I am aware of the country, the Philippines, yes. I'm aware that they exist. Alright, done. Jump in. Let's take it for a spin. I see. Very cool. Congrats. I don't know if this is going to hit a 12.9, I'm going to be honest. Turn. Feels really slow. It's definitely not going to be a 12-second car, but we'll see what it can do. Get a baseline, we can just tow it back. Come on. There it is. Don't. Ah! It keeps rolling forwards, I'm not sure what that's about. Put it in drive, please. Go! That's not second. Ah, yes, a 1582. Perfect. Total tuning shop. Alright. We're gonna have to throw more power at it. Which is fine. We haven't really spent any money on it. Oh, it's inside the... Interesting. Very interesting. It spawned inside the lift. Love that. Alright, parts. What can we do to this? Engine. Bottom end. Cast short block. Why don't we just go engine, top end, nitrous oxide system, nitrous injection, install. And then we'll put a 20-pound nitrous bottle in there, and it'll be a 150 kilowatt shot size. That should be enough. And then we'll go engine bottom end and put in a heavy duty, or I don't know, some sort of better short block. It's got a cast one. Is there a heavy duty cast? There is heavy duty cast. Install. So 3,500 bucks plus the 1,000-ish that we spent before. Not too bad. Tuning. We go like this, like that. Maybe I'll drop this a little bit. Apply. Apply. Now, did this actually set the way that it's supposed to? Because sometimes, previously I was having issues with it not working how it should. Okay, that works. Cool. Let's get it back out on the road. I got no steering wheel right now, what the hell? I thought I got my steering wheel back. Alright. Line it up. There it is. Nitrous. Off we go. Changes gears so slowly. And 11.9. Alright. It felt pretty slow, but we completed the target time. So I'm happy with that. Put it in park. And we'll tow it back. Interesting. Okay, I don't know why it put me inside the lift, but, you know, that's sick. Love that. Alright. Complete. And then we go to skill trees now. What can we do? Parts cost less. That would be nice. We're going to want to get this one, shop techs. Okay, it seems to be only 10 XP for each one. So one job per thing you want to get. So that should be fairly easy. Inventory, sell all parts. I think that covers more than what we spent in mods, so that's cool. I think at 568,000. What jobs have we got here? 1 minute 20 of the short track. That's pretty fast. We'll leave that for now. We'll leave it. We could always do this one if we really want to. We need to do 2, because yeah, this is 2 minutes of the full track, I guess. Honestly, would this not do a 2 minute, like, time without mods? Because I feel like it would get close, at least. 2400 TIX, so it's a turbo 2.4 liter 6-cylinder, I think. Let's have a look-see. Parts. Body, engine, yeah, 2.4 liter 6-cylinder, stage 1 turbo. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. Race tab injection and E85. Ready to rock and roll, I think. So let's take that around the track and see what it will do. Okay, damn. Thought this car was all-wheel drive. I mean, it is, but... Actually, is it? Yeah, TIX, that's the all-wheel drive version. Alright. Just want to go... Oh. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to start it just yet. Wait for that timer. Okay, start again. Okay, here we go. So, you need to get 2 minutes around the main track. Okay, so this is just with E85. We'll see what we can do. Now, I wonder, does this include... Does it have to be a standing start? Because if it can be a flying lap, I'm pretty sure we got this under control. Legs itchy. Not best corner. Understeer, come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Come on. Here we go, and break, 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 break. Nah, we're gonna be way too slow. Way too slow. I need to cut like 20 seconds off our time. 22 seconds. I assume it doesn't need to be a flying, like a standing lap. I think it could be a flying lap. We can get our time. Oh, I'm gonna be way off again. That was a pretty solid lap. Certain corners at the start probably could have been handled a little better, but that was pretty good. And we only managed 2:16.97. So this car's going to need quite a bit of work before it's doing 2-minute laps. Honestly, it surprises me because that fucking what's it called? This is slower than the Autobello that we just took around the Piccolino. I'm shocked. It feels faster, definitely. But I guess it's just because it's not quite as planted on the road, because it doesn't have the racing tires that the Piccolino had. So I guess that means first step is race tires. 220. I'm gonna need to make a move in a second. So what I'll probably do, I don't know if I'll take it out for another lap, but what I will do is just quickly do the build. So it's already got the E85 conversion. Let's go. Hang on, let's go. Tires. Don't need to yell about it. Chill out. Excuse me. Ripple radials. I don't know if those are like as good as actual race tires. I don't think they are. Semi-slick front tires. It's probably not a bad option. 205s. Are the 205s or do the street semi-slicks? They're only 195s. I think I'm probably better off doing these semi-slick front tires. 205s. I like that. And the rear tires. Damn, there's a lot of tires available. Rear tires, semi-slick rear tires, and 205. I don't know what tires we had on before. So we'll do that. And then suspension. Actually, probably just easier if I go front suspension parts. Struts, change those for race coilovers. I feel like we probably need to put some wider wheels on it, to be honest. I think 205s might not be wide enough. Yeah, I'm probably right about that. Alright, front wheels, what can we do? Let's put some fairly inexpensive wider wheels on. 10s. Seven, 15, 8. All the cyclone. Oh god. I mean, those are one of the cheaper ones. These Alder Dragger front wheels. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just give them these. And then, what tires are available for that? Ripple race front tires. Yeah, that'll work. Actually got heaps of grip. And yeah, it's not too expensive. So, for 15 by 8. Install those. Cool. Then with that, okay. I think with that, probably just want to add some more power. Which I would say we can do through a stage 2 turbocharger. Hold to purchase. That's 10 grand. I'll tell you the other thing we could do. Which would make this quicker. Check this shit out. Weight reduction, boy. Right. Then wood. Goodbye. And then trunk. Goodbye. Then bumpers. Goodbye. And the bumper support. And the rear bumper. Is it under grill or fascia? Grill. Remove the grill. How is this splitter still attached? No, what is that called? Is it a lip? No. What is that on the front? What is that? Body. Chin spoiler. Oh, it is under the front lip glass, but it's not all the front lip. I see. Alright, and door. Alright, all the doors. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Nice bit of weight reduction. Stage 2 turbo. And some bigger wheels and tires. I think that should do the job very nicely. I'm going to go now, not this. I'm going to go into inventory, sell all parts, 7.5 grand. Fuel. Very nice. So I'm going to leave it there for now. This is our current track car build. I'm going to leave it here for now, and I'll come back and we'll I think we'll just keep working on the tuning shop. There's quite a few things to do, and hopefully with enough work we can eventually get it to a point where the technicians will do all of this for us, and we'll get some nice passive income, because yeah, we all love that. But for now though, I'll call it there, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.